All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm your brother Muwatu Adawam, coming to you again with another camp out here in this wicked kingdom city known as San Jose, California. And today's weather is a little bit kind of hazy. Well, it's kind of windy, overcast. There's some rain. It's been raining, but that doesn't stop the truth from going out. And today I'm going to go into a couple scriptures: Obadiah, Amos, Jeremiah, Proverbs, and basically this is going to go into the judgment that's coming to this wicked kingdom called Babylon. But before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Ruch HaKadosh. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, to the brothers out there that are putting on this truth faithfully, daily, and courageously. And to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, shalom. So let's get right into it. So, as you know, the devil, Esau, the so-called white man, has always been, he's using his YouTube as a means to try to stop this truth, which for right now is the means that we actually spread this gospel to the hopefully elect out there here in this wicked kingdom and around the world. Okay? So let's go into it. So we're going to go into the greediness of this Edomite nation, okay? Sodom, Egypt, better known as America, Babylon, okay? This is the book of Obadiah chapter 1, and it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord, our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. And in case you don't know who Edom is the so-called, is a Chaldean, Idumea, what you know as America, aka Babylon. This wicked kingdom is going to be destroyed. Behold, I have made the small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath received thee, that thou dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose inhabitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that is the voice that you hear that America likes to preach. It brags about its military. It brags about its money. It brags about the fact that it makes everybody speak the English, the bastard language, which is English. It brags about the fact that it can impose embargoes on all the nations of this earth. And no nation on this earth has been able to challenge this wicked kingdom that boasts in its power, as if it is the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who you know ignorantly as God. Thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars. Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And so what is the national symbol of this wicked kingdom? It is the eagle. Okay? So America is in the Bible, it's in the scriptures, in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. And it is a boastful, wicked kingdom that is going to be facing judgment. And all of you who want to continue living in this wicked kingdom, following the ways of Babylon, being a sodomite, being wicked, you too will be destroyed with it. Let's continue. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some great? And as you know about America, everywhere it goes, it steals, rapes, rob, and murder the inhabitants of that nation. That's what it does. It goes over there, set up embassies. It goes over there and turn the people against each other, steal the resources, and then make up lies. So who's the boogeyman now? Putin. Every week there's a new boogeyman. There's a new boogie virus, or there's a new boogie pandemic, or there's a new boogie crime. Because we are ruled over by a paranoid, schizophrenic, psychopath, sodomite, wicked government. Continuing. How are the things of Esau searched out? How is hidden things sought up? And who is Esau? Esau is the progenitor of Edom. And who is Edom? Edom is America, so-called Babylon, aka the Chaldeans, Egypt, the Sodomite, okay? Esau is what you would know today as a Caucasian, the so-called white man. And not just any white man. I'm talking about these men who rule the earth. Hidden in caves, the cowards. Not your president, not your leaders. Those are puppets. We're talking about the real rulers of this wicked kingdom. The short callers, if you want to get gangster with it. Continuing.
Yahushua.
Yahushua. You know Yahushua's name?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Let those who have the ears hear.
All right. We have a brother out here. What tribe are you from, brother? You probably don't know the tribe, but you...
I'm probably Issachar, Gad.
Issachar, Gad?
I know we Judah off top.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, we got a brother here. We got this brother. Awesome. All right, this word is getting out, and that's what we're here for. That's why the men were raised by Yahushua, the servants of Yahushua, go in the highways and the byways. And we got a brother over here. He knows the name.
In Arabic, Al-Haq, the truth, tell the truth.
Tell the truth. That's right. Awesome, brother. That's good. Good. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding out of the mouth of Edom? And that is what you see happening right now. Your governments, the rulers, the wicked rulers of this wicked kingdom are so dumb right now, they can't even remember what the hell they said. And the deceitfulness of this wicked man. And who's this wicked man? Esau the Edomite. And who is the Edomite? The so-called white man.
Esau.
That is who is the wicked. And you children, you tribes from the tribe of Israel, the so-called Latinos, the so-called blacks, the so-called Native American, you are in transgression against the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai if you're following the mandates of this man and his wickedness. Men have been raised by Yahushai, who you know ignorantly as Jesus,
yes, sir,
to go to the highways and the byways and to speak boldly and to tell you, change from your wicked ways. Get out of this wicked Sodomite kingdom. And that is a mental thing. Those people over there don't care about you. They want to bend you over, screw you up your ass first before they give you a plate of food. Why don't they just give it to you? They can't, because they're wicked by nature.
Yes, sir.
And if you work with the wicked, then you are wicked.
Yes, sir.
Continuing. And Salakia, verse 9. And the mighty man, old Timon, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau shall be cut off by slaughter. And that is what's coming.
Yes,
that is what is coming to Esau.
yes,
Death. You've done it to all the other tribes of earth. Dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, killed millions of kids and women who were not part of the battle in World War II. Nation after nation, this damn wicked ass Edomite, the so-called white man, have gone on around this earth, destroying everything that he lays his hands on. And in continuing today, the reason why you're in the situation you're in is because of him. You are kings and princesses, but you don't know that. Let's go into verse 12. This is still the book about Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of their distress. And who are the children of Judah? The 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? You so-called Latinos, you so-called blacks, you so-called Native Americans. Okay? We are the witnesses. We are the witness, the two witnesses spoken in Revelations. Because we are the ones that have experienced the oppression, the death, hangings, shooting, lynchings. And I can go on and on and on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this devil has bragged about it in his movies, in his books, in his media, because he's so proud of what he has committed. And these other nations don't care about you. They've benefited from your distress and your poverty and your calamities. Move. Let's go on. Verse 13. Thou shalt not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. And what is our calamity? We are the biblical Hebrew Israelites that were taken out of the land of Egypt, out of slavery and bondage by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Shema.
Okay?
Shema.
Not those fake in Israel right now. We were the ones. But what did we do? Instead of showing gratefulness and turning to our power, we began to follow all the other nations and on their wicked abomination, eating shrimp, pork, things that crawl on the ground, engaging in sodomite acts. In case you don't know what sodomite is, homosexuality, they call it, the LGBTQ. Engaging in all form of wickedness, transgressing against our king. And this is the reason why we were brought into captivity again and again and again. And we are in our final captivity. And the nations are delighted that we are at the bottom. Well, you think a college degree gets you somewhere? Oh, now you're the man because you have a degree? Or you get $2 in your pocket? He has billions. Let's go to verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus, is near upon all the heathen. And who are the heathens? All you other nations. You Ammonites, you Moabites, you Ishmaelites, you Hamites, translated in English, you Asians, you Africans, you so-called Middle Eastern. You can come into the neighborhoods, you can set up your 7-Elevens and your restaurants and your businesses and thrive, while the people who spent 5 centuries being beaten, persecuted, hung, murdered, lynched, raped, have nothing to show for it. But that is part of the curses from Deuteronomy 28. And it's going to continue to happen to you unless you wake up and understand that you have transgressed against your Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and follow the ways of the heathen for a simple plate of doggone food.
Shema Yisrael.
Let's move on to verse 18. And the house of Jacob. And who is Jacob? Jacob is Israel, which consists of the 12 tribes. That's you so-called Native American, you so-called Negroes, and you so-called Latinos. Okay? If you want to see what those look like, you can come up here and you can take a look at the chart. Okay? You wonder why you're in that position? It's because you are the chosen people. 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Meaning it's going to be burnt down. And we're seeing that happening right now. You don't see it because your eyes isn't open. And that's why I wrote here to tell you. This place is going to be destroyed. Very, very, very soon. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining in the house of Esau. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai had spoken it. So just how Deuteronomy 28 spoke that we would go into slavery thousands of years before it happened. And it did happen. So will Esau. Esau, the so-called white man. They call themselves Great British, Irish, American, whatever the hell else they want to doggone disguise himself. Because he is a vagabond and a murderer running from justice. And that justice is the murder of the children of Israel. And we are the witness. The northern and southern kingdom are the two witnesses. This is not going to be nice on the air of some of you because you've never heard it like this before. You're used to going to a damn church that have you jumping for joy and tell you sweet Jesus loves everybody. Now put the damn money in the collection plate and shut up and go home. Come back next week and then make sure you can get enough money in the collection plate for Pastor to get a Cadillac and a private jet. Falsehood. Okay? Let's go to verse 21. All saviors shall come up on the Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdoms shall be the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that is what is going to happen. Yahushai is not some brown-haired, blue-eyed damn devil, some Doman Pincher, German Shepherd looking, hippie looking man coming with all smiles for you. No, if you are not written in the book of life, you are going to burn in the lake of fire. And the lake of fire is what you know as America. Right now, the Medes are being stirred up. The Medes are Russia. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has given Russia the ability to strike this continent in a matter of 22 minutes. So the defenses, the Patriot missile defenses are absolutely useless. The military of this nation has become bitches. I served in it. And I left that damn sodomite doggone institution called the military.
Yes, sir.
Let's go into the book of Amos. Let's go into the book of Amos. Because see, a lot of you probably heard your pastor go, you heard the song go, what a day of rejoicing that will be when we all meet Jesus. I will sing and shout the victory. Here's the deal. That's not going to be a day of victory for those of you who are not written in the book of life. Let's read exactly when Yahushai, who you are ignorantly called Jesus, return, what that day is going to look like. Let's go into the book of Amos. Starting with verse 5. Okay? This is Amos chapter 5, starting with verse 18. Salakia. The book of Amos, starting with verse 18, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Does that sound like a happy day that you want to experience? If you are not in this truth, if you are not part of those who are going to be given salvation, that is going to be a very, very dark day for you. A very, very dark day for you. Not a day of light, not a day of mirth and joy, but a day of destruction. I repeat it again. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a servant bit him. So translate that. That's like what they say. You jump out of the frying pan into the fire. Either way, there's destruction. You go left, you die. You go right, you die. You go forward, backward, it doesn't matter. That is what the day of the Lord is like. Okay? For those of you that want to continue to serve this Edomite, this Esau, I want to continue to try to thrive here in America. Not understanding that this place is going to be destroyed. And I'm going to be bringing those out and how this destruction is going to look. Continuing. Shall not the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? So the coming of the Lord, it's not going to be a day that you're going to be rejoicing. It's not going to be a day, you know, the flamers, the sodomites are going to say, oh, the Lord is here to take us to heaven. We're going to be sodomites in heaven. Oh, pure wickedness, you adulterous women. You feminine men. I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. And what is solemn? Let's take a look at what the word solemn assembly means. Okay? Solemn means formal and dignified. So when you go to church, And there'll be a church out here a little later on, and they will play that nice scope, that nice music for you that you like to dance to, and tell you the good news of Jesus, and that he's going to save you. All you have to do is believe, live a life of wickedness 99%, and at the very last minute before you die, all you have to do is say, Jesus, forgive me. There's no work. Where's the faith? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Where's the faith?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
expect to show up to work and get paid on payday, but the rest of the days you don't show up?
Faith
No.
without works is dead.
So, exactly. There it is right there. This brother knows it. These are things you need to understand. He's not asking for much from us. We're in this flesh. Are we going to sin? Yes. I was doing the same crap y'all was doing out there, man. I was lost for decades. Decades. So are the other brothers, the thousands of us that are out there. Online, on the streets. Thousands of us. We were out there doing we're in everything. Involved in every doggone thing. So there's no excuse. There is no excuse. A lot of brothers was going to the NBA, had businesses, all kinds of stuff. I never thought I was going to be standing out here. But when the Lord Yahweh Shai called you to do his work, you have no choice. Your life is predestined to do his will, not yours.
Yes, sir.
Let's go into the book
Hallelujah.
of Jeremiah 56, starting verse 6. And this is going to talk about the plagues and destruction of Babylon. And if you know what Babylon is America. Okay? It has many names. Idumea, Chaldeans, they're proud as hell. Sodom, because what do they do to us? Buck breaking. Huh? That's what your slave owners used to do to us. They would rape the young men.
Canaanites.
Yep. They'll rape the women, but they love to rape the men.
Sidonians.
Okay? Look at the pictures here. Esau made it very easy for us to be witnesses, because why? We experience it and we are pictures. That's how proud this wicked doggone man is. In case you don't know who Esau is, he's a so-called white man. And if that offends you, that's your damn business. I'll say it again much louder. In case you do not know who Esau is, the Edomite, he is a so-called white man. The one that oppresses you, lock you up, kill your kids, murder you, and rape your women and kids, okay? Who's gonna come around with his military and scoop you out of this park one day and throw you in one of these FEMA camps, telling you that you have a imaginary virus and you need the cure, all right?
Falsehood.
And it is all complete and utter bullshit. I'll say it again, complete and utter bullshit. Let's go into the book of Jeremiah 50, starting with verse 6. And I love the book of Jeremiah because the book of Jeremiah is one of the few books that talk about the complete destruction and the plagues that's coming to this wicked kingdom. The book of Jeremiah 50, starting with verse 6. And it says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherd have caused them to go astray. They have turned away on the mountains. They have gone from the mountains to the hills. They have forgotten their resting place. And that is what you have. It's a snare that Yahweh Shai, who you know ignorantly as God and Jesus, have set up. That's why you have Pentecostal church, Baptist church, Nazareth church, Anglican, Catholic, and the name goes on and on. Why you worship a damn woman named Mary? When you are not to worship Mary, you are to worship Yahweh Shai.
Yes, sir.
So why in the hell are you going Holy Cross of Mary, whatever the hell that damn crap is, and praying to a rosary? What you know is Jesus was not nailed to a damn cross. He was hung from a damn tree.
Yes, sir.
He was lynched and humiliated. That's your king. You so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and so-called Negroes who live and scatter all across the four corners of this earth. You are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. You are royalty, but you rather listen to lies. You rather be entertained. Because see, the truth is really hard to bear.
Billah.
But let's talk about the judgment of this precious, wicked-ass nation that you cherish so much. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. And why is the so-called white man emboldened to beat you, to shoot you, and to kill you and murder you, and do whatever he will, not you, at his own will? Because he knows that the Lord has forsaken us. Because we are a wicked set of people who will not repent. We were given into the hands of the wicked. So he can do this to you. You think you're safe. But one day you'll remember that little Negro standing up there with the red cape talking to you and warning you. When they come and they pick and scoop your butt up and take you in those infirmity camp and show you that guillotine, and you have a choice. You take that mark or have your hair chopped off. You and your kids at the border right now, those sodomites have the so-called Mexicans, the so-called South Americans in internment camps, raping the kids, drinking the blood of the kids.
Yes, sir.
Taking out the eggs of the women. I only bring it out the way it is in the book. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, that's America, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the ghosts of the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come against Babylon an assembly of great nations. And that's what you're seeing right now. Watch CNN, watch Fox. Right now the Medes are being stirred. Who are the Medes? The Medes is Russia. They have Putin in the corner. So what do you think is going to happen to a bear? When a bear is trapped, that is a symbol of Russia. A bear is going to pull those claws out and he's going to fight back. Can a bear take out an eagle? Yes. And you're going to see it happening. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From hence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as the mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. And in the scriptures, arrows are weapon. Today you would know those as missiles, ICBM, hypersonic missiles that can reach from Russia to America in 22 minutes. And there's no defense that this wicked kingdom has against it. 2 weeks ago, they set up the UFO coalition agency because the chariots of the Most High is around their bases and around their missile silos, disabling it. You want to see how jacked up your life is? Let there be an earthquake in California. You'll have no internet, no cell phone. What, you think somebody's going to go fix it for you? See, that's what you soft people have been used to. You're soft. Your women are wicked, the women are wicked, and the men are soft and feminine. Let's continue. And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoiler shall be satisfied, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. And why will these nations be happy when America is destroyed? Because this doggone place go and destroy everybody else. In the form of peace. Every time they want to create a new boogeyman, they come up with the word peace. Oh, they go to these nations and say, you're treating your citizens horribly. But what about the citizens here? Huh? Does this look like a good thing to you? That will hang you from a tree, that will burn you and lynch you. That will cause you to lose your job. Just with this imaginary pandemic, this scamdemic, this bullshit virus going around. No. That is a scared little man because he knows the real God, Yahweh Shemashai, is coming to put his monkey ass down on the ground in the most horrific way. You can't even begin to imagine. So you gotta ask yourself the question, do you want to be a part of it? Do you want to be a part of destruction? Then keep doing what you're doing. This isn't for you. Because you were glad, ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. Because ye are grown fat, as a heifer ate grass, and bellow as us. Imagine a nation that used millions and millions of people over a couple hundred years to build its empire for free. I mean, that's 100% profit, right? But why aren't you profiting? Why are you lining up for a damn plate of food? But first they have to finger you first, right?
Babylon.
They gotta put their finger up your butt first before they give you that damn plate of food. That's the situation you're in. And you don't want to get out of it. You don't want to come back to your inheritance. Let's go.
Shema Yisrael.
Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be wilderness, a dry land and a desert. Why is it that the mother of Babylon is going to be ashamed? That's England. America sprung out of England. Great Britain. But this is a whore. A very powerful whore that's become an old whore. Wrinkled. The nations do not respect it. Its people do not respect it anymore. Everybody's waking up to the lies. It's not just the prophets. Even you people know this is all BS. But you still want to continue on with it.
Jezebel. Babylon.
And this is not a racism thing. Because the children of Israel are like speckled bird. So not everyone that looks like a brown-skinned Negro is an Israelite, or even black, which y'all call them. And not everyone that looks like a so-called Caucasian or white man is a white man. You can be part of the children of Israel. You ever ask yourself why is it that you are not prospering? You look like them, but you're not prospering? Things to consider. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. And what is desolate? Destruction. Babylon is going to be destroyed. This is the lake of fire.
Yes, sir.
There is no man with a tail and a pointy horn and a fork waiting for you in the afterlife. When you die, your spirit goes back to the Most High, and you're reborn again into a new body. But don't get too proud. These bodies, these are hell. This is a punishment. That's why you get sick, ill, and you die. But your spirit is everlasting.
Yes, sir.
Because of the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goes by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all of her plagues. There's hundreds of container ships out there with the food and the joys of this wicked nation. You ask, why is that happening? But Biden is not doing it. Neither these doggone, these old Edomites that are sitting in the rocks in some cave somewhere calling the shots. No. That's Yahweh Shem Yahushai that is getting ready and prepared to bring judgment to this wicked, wicked queendom. You people don't deserve to eat. You don't deserve to eat and comfort. And that is exactly what the Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to do. Is to take that comfort out of you. Take that smirk off your damn face, that pride of your heart, and bring you into a reality check. Put yourself in array against Babylon. Round about, all ye have bent the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she had sinned against the Lord. And these nations hate. They absolutely hate this place. They hate the fact that they have to use a petrodollar, which is absolutely worthless and not backed by anything. No gold, no silver, nothing. And bow to this wicked queendom continuously. They're going to have the opportunity to fire their arrows at this nation. What is an arrow? Those missiles. shout against her round about. She had given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are torn down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. Take vengeance upon her, as she had done. Do unto her. Now I can go into what the children of Israel, you so-called Latinos, blacks, Native Americans are going to do to these so-called white people known as the Edomites. But now I won't go into that this week. Next week, Lord willing, if I'm out here, I will go into that. You see, all of this injustice is not going to go unanswered. Because 2/3 of Israel is going to be put to death here. And how is that going to happen? Because when the Lord Yahweh Shai take away your food, your job, your stability, and bring back the old days when this man, and if those of you who come from the tribe of Issachar in Mexico understood, when you were digging for gold, they would sometimes seal you inside those caves and blow it up with dynamite and take the gold. It's more useless to them afterwards. But there's going to be vengeance. These Edomites' blood is going to be spilled by the hands of the children of Israel. And then they will understand exactly what wickedness is all about. They will understand why the tribe of Israel has been in slavery 7 times. 7 times. Because you see, we are good at everything. Sports, singing, you name it. Every damn thing. And we are at the bottom. So imagine when we are at the top, what we are going to be like. But we are also exceptionally wicked. The children of Israel are exceptionally wicked. And that wickedness is going to be poured here on this doggone place. Idumea, the Chaldeans, Sodom, Egypt. Why? Because the 2/3 is going to be destroyed in that manner. And in the lake of fire, along with the other plagues. The judgment starts with the house of Israel. Your people are going to starve, persecuted. Just like they did in 70 AD. You didn't heed the warning then, and you're not heeding the warning now. Get out. Get out now. Verse 16. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. So right now you have all these other nations. You have the Moabites, aka the Chinese, the Ammonites, aka the Japanese, the Ishmaelites, the Hamites, the Africans. And I can go on with the whole 18 tribe that was created. Okay? They're here in America. That's why this is called a melting pot. They're going to flee. They're going to flee when they see the plagues come on the children of Israel. They're going to flee when they see the plagues come on Esau, the Edomite, these so-called white people. Right now, their power is in their money. And let's bring that out. Let's bring that out.
Yes, sir.
Let's go into the book.
Continuing.
The book of Proverbs. Let's go into the book of Proverbs.
Serio.
This is the book of Proverbs 18. 7 verse 10. Let's talk about the pride of this man. Let's talk about why the so-called white man can do what he does all over the earth. He can walk into any country and he's the safest man. Yet still they despise you. Because you have a tinge of dark skin. Guess what? Your king, your God, has dark skin. In fact, he's blacker than your ass. He would be what you would call a so-called black man. That's the reason why the Renaissance, they changed the image. Because if you look in the books and the painting on the wall, and you see a blue eye, brown hair, long hair, hippie looking damn devil, all the angels are little flurry, little friggin' doggone babies, when the scripture says completely different. And Yahweh, who you know is God, is this old white, this old so-called white man. You know, feeble old white man. Now why would the creator of the universe and the creator of everything be feeble and old? Does that make any damn sense? Yahweh Shai died at the age of 33. If I shaved my beard, I would look like I was talking in my 20s. I could do 100 push-ups, pull-up. I can tell you how athletic I am. But I'm not even going to give you my real age. But it's a couple decades. Do I look fat and out of shape to you? No. So that tells you The children of Israel were built superior compared to the rest of you damn dogs. And that's the rest of you are damn dogs. Okay? I'm just gonna let you know. You are damn dogs. You're spit and shit. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 18, 7 verse 10. And it says, the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. His name is not God. His name is not Yahweh. It's not Jesus. You need to know the name of the true living power. Because when Esau, the so-called white man, come to kick your door down, to take you out of your house, because now you'll take the job, but you don't want to take the doggone microchip, which Elon Musk have perfected. That's the reason why they have that little doggone ray gun to your head and they taking your temperature. What a crock of bullshit. They're conditioning you to accept bullshit and to accept what is coming next. And it's coming sooner than you think. But don't listen to me. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has promised you will protect your soul from the left, while the rest of you will suffer. Remember that name, Yahweh. Yahweh Shai, who you know is Jesus. That is who you are going to need to call on. Verse 11, the rich man's wealth is a strong city and has a high wall in his own conceit. I repeat that. Who is the rich man? It certainly isn't me. None of you look rich. Even if you have $1 million, you're not rich. You're broke, you're poverty. These people own countries. They own nations. They own the color pink. Let's go again. This is why they can do what they want to do. The rich man's wealth is a strong city. And as a high wall in its own conceit. And what is being conceit? Narcissism. If you have money, you feel confident. You drive a nice ride, you feel confident. You live in a nice crib, you feel confident. You get a nice job, you feel confident. So imagine if you own all of it, including the printer that prints the damn money that everybody has to use. 12. Behold destruction. Slack here. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. So right now, you're haughty because you can eat, you can sleep, you have nice hair, you can go and wash between your legs, wash your ass, everything. You women can be wicked as hell because why? You got about 100 men chasing you. So you can pick and choose how much of a whore you want to be. Okay? So you're haughty, but humiliation is coming. Oh, it's coming. It is coming. He that answereth a matter before he hear it is folly and shame unto him. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. If you're wise, and it's not by college degrees and all that stuff, I'll give you a secret here. I got 4 of them, all 10 of them. They're useless. Salvation is what I seek. I do not give a crap about America. I do not give a crap what this world has to offer. When I use the resources in there to live, yes. But that is not salvation. So if you are wise, you will seek knowledge. Let me repeat it again. The heart of the prudent. Okay? Someone that's not proud, you're willing to be taught by men. Yahweh Shah, who you ignorantly call Jesus, came down. He chose 12 men who he gave the knowledge to. Yahweh Shah, aka Jesus, was the only man that lived a perfect life. He had all the true knowledge. He was given the whole role from the Almighty Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And he shared that with those 12 apostles. And those 12 apostles shared that with other men. And today the apostles are back. Do the apostles know who they are? Nope. You do not remember the previous life that you had. When you live a life of wickedness in your past life, you will pay in the fourth generation, third or fourth generation. Yahweh Hashem El Shai will visit you. That's why you see more and more babies are being killed. And you go, that poor baby. No, that poor baby was a wicked bastard. It is what it is. It is what it is. That is the reason why the children of Israel went through slavery. And it was only just a black man, so-called black man. You so-called Mexicans went in slavery. In fact, you were in slavery before we were. You were South American people, okay? I can't go through all the names, but let's go from Argentina all the way up to Canada. You were in slavery first, okay? You were part of the Northern Kingdom. That's one of the witnesses, okay? The house of Israel, the house of Judah contains the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi, and the tribe of Judah. The tribe of Judah is a head tribe where Yahweh Shai, who you're going to call Jesus, comes from. Okay? And the tribe of Judah will be woken up first and stand boldly as lions to wake up the other tribes. See, they fight us against each other. So for a long time, you had the Latino kings against the Crips, the Blood, and we look at each other as enemies, when in fact we're all brothers.
Indifference.
Our brothers speak Spanish all over the world. They speak in Japanese, and they're teaching this. It ain't a skin color. It's a tribe thing. We got men that look like doggone white men teaching us they can break the scriptures down. Those are our brothers too. This is not a color thing. But they're going to demonize it and say these radical group, these racist group, these hate people are going around and teaching hate. Well, let me see, what's hate? Is that love? Huh? When they can shoot you in the street like a dog, is that love? How many of you lost your job? Is that love? Why don't they just give you the damn food for free over there instead of doggone having a freaking go squeeze your nuts over there? That's not love. Why you have to put in a damn fence and have security around? Yeah. Put a little damn fence down, put a damn buffet table out there and feed the people. Give them the clothes. No small prints. But that's how this wicked man does it. Because everything to him is wicked and it's blood and deceitful. And we can see through it like doggone daylight. We see all the snares.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lord willing, you are edified. For those of you who take heed. Lord willing, I will come out here next week. If I'm allowed to live. And I pray every day and I humble myself before Yahweh Hashem El Shai to allow me to live, to come out here, to be safe, and to bring out this gospel in person and online and on the internet. So I'm going to close out. Before I close out, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honor to the teachers and elders and apostles and brothers from Great Millstone. To the brothers out there that are putting on the truth faithfully, fearlessly. And to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. GTA and a ball. Soon. So there it is right there. I do have a brother out here who knows the truth. Yes, he came right here and walked right in, knew Yahweh Shai. He stood here the entire time and he listened. And that's how it is. Like that. One person, one at a time. This is this truth. While the gospel is preached out to everybody, there's only a hope, there's only a remnant of Israel that's going to turn back. And it doesn't matter what you were in your life. Some of us had great paying jobs, some of us were rich. But if you're called to do this ministry, that's exactly what it is. Some of us obey, some of us are homeless. And so Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to put you through these tribulations to bring you back. Okay? And those tribulations is none of what's coming to Israel. When you look at here, this is what we went through. All the tribes went through this. They came over here and they slaughtered the Native Americans. They came over, they went down all down, Cortez went down all up South America and slaughtered the our Spanish-speaking brothers and sisters. Integrating his seed And many of our people are lost with this because they get a job, they get $2 in their pocket, and they worship this man because this man tell them, hey, you can do as you will, as long as you worship this guy right here. But we are the glitch in the matrix. We are the ones that are going to come out and fuck Esau's plan up, and that's just the way it is. Shalom.